What's going on, everybody? Welcome to Springfield, Illinois. This specifically is Abraham Lincoln's neighborhood, and this over here is Abraham Lincoln's house. Now, Abraham Lincoln bought this house from Reverend Charles Dresser in 1844. At the time, it was a 1.5-story building, and they ended up raising the roof to build this into a 2-story house. Now, the Lincolns lived here for almost 17 years. This is the only home that Abraham Lincoln ever owned. And this also was the home that he left in 1861 to move to Washington, D.C. to take over the presidency. And he never again returned to Springfield alive. The next time he came to Springfield was in 1865 after his assassination, when his funeral car ended up at Oak Ridge Cemetery across town. Now, there are photos of him at the door, and there's photos of him over here. Now, they are going to give home tours. I will show those on a different video. But for now, I just wanted to show you the outside of the house and take you into the backyard, because that's something that is not usually something that you can see. Now, the last couple of times that I've been here, the backyard has been closed. But today it's open, so we're going to go back and I'm going to show you a little bit about what things would have been like back in Lincoln's day and kind of how they did things a little bit different. Now, back in the 1840s and 1850s, when Lincoln lived here, there was no indoor plumbing. They had bedpans under their beds for any emergencies, but if they had to go to the bathroom, this right here was actually probably the shed where Lincoln kept his horse, Old Bob. But if we go up here, there's the back of the Lincoln home and the yard. And they actually excavated the yard and did an archaeological dig in the 1950s. And they found a lot of different relics that kind of told them a little bit about how the Lincolns lived. But if you had to go to the bathroom back in the day, you would have to bear the elements, walk out here. Now imagine doing this in the middle of the night in a cold winter Illinois night. And you would have to come out here, and it's kind of crazy to think about, not having running water or electricity, but you'd have to be out here in the dark, probably bring a lantern out here, do your business. And this over here would have been most likely Abraham's, probably Mary's, and then the boys would have had the small one. But certainly no frills here. And the neighbor's home there is no longer. But it's kind of an interesting look at how life was lived back then. Now, there is a tour group coming back, but I will post more videos from here. There's going to be a lot of really interesting historical content coming up, and you just never know what's going to happen on this channel. So be sure to hit subscribe if this is your first time here, and we'll catch you on the next video.